Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight title. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. Kevin Kellye, 170 centimeters tall and has a reach of 71 inches. Up against them, One Bomb. Fighting in the featherweight division. This is a fun division because you get the quickness and they've got a little bit more. Here comes the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kellye. We saw in his fight against Prince Nassim Hamed, he's willing to go toe-to-toe and blow for blow. What a battle that was, and we expect something similar here in this one. And they'll be facing One Bomb from the United States of America.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the club.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Flushing, Queens, New York, here is the former amateur great and world title holder, introducing the WBC featherweight champion of the world, known as the Flushing Flash, Kevin Kellye. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, wearing the black trunks trimmed with orange, One Bomb.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place. You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home, you've got everything on a plate.
Under the bright lights here for this one, really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Trying to fight like Roy Jones Jr. now, bouncing on the toes. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Misses with the straight left. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. He misses with that straight left. That counter shot lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. Nice counter. Both men step back for just a moment. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
missing with that jab. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Nice counter shot. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. They have no respect for each other's punching power. How about that time counter shot? Good counter punch. These two fighters are made for one another. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, the people that make the history of that sport.
He misses with that straight left. Big hook doesn't land. Kevin Kellye is dazed. A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Only catching air with that hook. That counter punch caught him clean. He takes that jab. Has to be careful for that. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they...
There's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A punch, a receipt is coming right back. Punch, counter punch. Nice punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter lands. perfect punch did the trick.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Back into the fray here in round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Beautiful counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
At some point, the corner needs to decide we have to protect our fighter. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed back on it. Like it never happened.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great. One bomb goes down. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
I've got to see that again.
They beat the count and are ready to go again.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
There's the bell for round 6. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This is with the jab. And shoot. It's all offense all the time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they went out of steam.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Counter punching. That jab misses. There's a counter shot. Ooh, Kevin Kellye took a sharp shot there. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Kevin Kellye in some real trouble here. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell for round 7. They get caught. That one lands. Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And this is with that jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Kevin Kellye just got rocked. Kellye couldn't take anymore. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. There's always a way back. Don't ever run anybody off.
There's the bell to start round 8. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They blocked the left there. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Perfect counter shot. Ooh, Kevin Kellye took a sharp shot there. And down goes Kevin Kellye. And that body shot folded him like an old t-shirt.
I need to see that again.
So time to go celebrate.